Deadly. The advantage of mistake pitches, too. Produces game after game, no matter who's on.
Andrew Vaughn, the next to hit.
Looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. Strike in there. Throw. Save. That's a stolen base. That's just his 70th stolen base of the year. No big deal. First out in the bottom of the fifth.
So with that fastball approach in mind, it'll be interesting to see if we see any adjustments in terms of the pitch calling. And clearly there's been a need to mix it up a little bit more than they have.
In the box now, takes strike one. Chris, he's been one of the most powerful hitters in baseball this year. His home run numbers are...
Excellent arm action on that two-strike changeup. Just missed. Man, he wanted that call.
Next offering is down low, and it's 2-2.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with two strikes here. I love it.
That one misses, and now 3-2. Ground ball to the middle. That's a base hit. Runner from third in to score. It's an RBI single. It's 6-0. Man at first. Now at the plate, Gary Sanchez, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Can't make contact with the sweeper. And the 0-1. On the ground to the left. And that one finds its way through. And now 2 aboard.
He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock. And you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
Now it's the right fielder, Sal Frelick. Runners at first and second with one gone. Last half of inning number 5. Check on the runner, and he dives back in safely. Sets him down on strikes. Here's the shortstop at the plate. He is struck out and he is walked. Cross 1. 5 innings complete. It's the Brewers 6 and the Cubs nothing. We're back with a look at key moments so far in this one. Michael Conforto will hit next.
These hitters have been very aggressive early in the count, but when you're down, you might want to be a little more patient. Take some pitches, see if you can extend those at bats and get some base runners on.
Got him swinging.
Oh, there's a 3-pitch strikeout. He can do whatever he wants with the baseball right now.
And here's the catcher, Carson Kelly. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. That one misses. Ball 1. And a foul ball. The Brewers up big in this one, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Struck him out without a swing. Picks up strikeout number 7. Michael Busch, the next Cub to hit.
I can't play around with him here. It's a 6-run lead at this point. Got to attack hitters even if you give up a solo shot.
Drilled out towards left center field. That one carrying. Gone. A solo shot. His 21st of the year, and they cut into the deficit. He absolutely feasts on right-handed pitching and devours that one for a homer.
And you can see that's what he expects of himself at bat after at bat. He's that confident.
So 2 down. Here's the left fielder, Ian Happ. 1 for 2. Swinging a foul straight back. Now the 0-1. And there's a foul ball. Two down, nobody on.
That's a really good job of laying off the 0-2 high fastball. Is going to make that pitcher really have to respect this hitter, even though he's behind in the count.
And a swing and a miss, and that's the 3rd out. Cubs get one of the solo shot, and this is now a 6-1 ball game. It's an NL Central showdown right here on MLB The Show. Back here in Milwaukee, they put themselves out in front with a nice display at the plate. Take a look at the spray chart for where their hits have landed.
Yeah, it looks like they've been spreading it out pretty well in this one, Boog. Spraying the ball all over the yard. Good team effort at the dish.
Hamilton up for the 3rd time here. Watches that one miss. Foul ball. Swing and a pop up in foul ground. 1 away. Now it's Christian Yelich. Too low, and it's ball 3. That's ball 4. Tried another fastball, but missed the spot.
That just came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and guy.
One misses. That's 5 straight. Yelich goes. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag. And it's second. Hard hit left side. Throws to first in time. 2 away.
Fastball groove right down the middle. Usually a lot of damage done with that pitch. A hard grounder, but he wanted to get that ball in the air. Maybe drive it into the gap.
Now Bryce Terang. Tayo checks the runner. Yelich dives back in. And a ground ball to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Milwaukee leaves 1. They lead it, though, 6-1. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule. And it's fouled away. Late on that fastball. Popped up to the left into foul ground. And there's one down. Pete Crow Armstrong getting ready to hit. He's one of the faster guys just by pure sprint speed in the majors. The 1-0. And another ball. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. 2 away down. Two outs, base is empty. And here comes Dansby Swanson.
Well, it's been a very impressive outing so far. His command has been a big part of it. Even when he misses outside the strike zone, which is exactly what a pitcher wants.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
Now, there's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. It's going to be tough on the hitters if he can mix that in whenever he wants.
Two down, nobody on. The 1-2. That's hard hit on the line. And that's got extra bases written all over it. Safely into second. He's got a double.
Drove that ball nicely, put a great swing on it, and it jumped off his bat. Kind of put it all together there, and he's rewarded with the double.
Stepping in, Alex Bregman. First pitch misses. Swing at a high fly ball, well struck. Carrying well. And out of here. Alex Bregman sends it out. And they cut into the lead. It's 6-3.
That swing just injected more drama into this one. He got on plane with that high fastball, but look how his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Absolutely crushed that pitch.
Here's the second baseman, Nico Horner. Right through there for a strike. Base is empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in here in the top half of inning number 7. And now 1 and 2.
And this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
On the ground softly to short. Now the throw to first on the run. Nicely done for the out. Cubs had 2 on this homer. It's now 6-3. You're watching Brewers baseball on The Show, Wisconsin. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Jacob Webb.
He's averaging more than 1 hit allowed per inning pitched this season, and that's not where you want to be at all. So we'll see how he does here.
And there's a rocket into the outfield. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. And he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double.
Well, that's how you respond. Leadoff man comes up, gets into scoring position. Now There are several ways that they can get this run across.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Jake Bowers digs in now. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here at the bottom of the 7th. The Cubs bullpen with some action. Caleb Thielbar preparing to come on if needed. Milner also throwing. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Man at second.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
That misses the zone, and the count's full. On the ground right side, and that's just foul. Payoff pitch. Got him looking. Not what you're looking for after the leadoff double. A strikeout, and there's one away. So the call will stand. So that removes their last challenge. So now with one away and a man at second, Gary Sanchez up now for the Brewers. Known for his rocket arm behind the plate. Here's a high chopper. Bregman handles. Whips it across. And there's 2 away. Here comes Craig Counsell, and we're going to see a pitching change. Jacob Webb gives way, and he's responsible for the runner on second, so the book isn't closed on him yet. We'll be right back. He's on for the 35th time this year. And now the right fielder, Sal Frelick. Fouled off left side. Man on second, 2 down. Swing and a line drive base hit into left field. One headed to the plate. And they're up 5-4. They're still chasing it as he rounds second. He's in there.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. I love the hustle out of the box, man. He drove that baseball. He was thinking triple right away.
Now it's the shortstop. Right grounder into the outfield for a knock. Frelick comes in to score. It's an RBI single, and it's 8-3.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Smashed that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
Runner at first with 2 away. Down to third baseman, David Hamilton. Late on that fastball.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just got to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
Swings and misses, struck him out. They get 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. We look ahead. Back here at American Family Field. We go to the 8th. Michael Conforto will climb in.
So far, this guy's been able to tease the strike zone, gets those swings and misses. Somebody's going to have to shorten up, be a little more patient, and make this guy work in the zone a little more.
In time to Vaughn. Leadoff man is out here in the 8th. So digging in, Carson Kelly. Swing and a miss as he was late.
He's been able to go inside as well as outside, effectively working both sides of the plate in this at bat.
Gets a piece and stays alive. Here's a 1-2. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. The Brewers leading by 5, and we're in the top of the 8th. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. What a stop. Fires to first, and very nicely done for the out. Back to the top of the order now. So up next for Chicago, Michael Busch. He's already homered in this game. Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Aaron Ashby comes on now.
Well, he's been hit pretty hard at times this season, as you see with the big ERA. So this is an important outing for him to get on the right track.
And that drops in for a strike.
There it was. 0-0. Here it is. Hit it. He gets a take. Gets ahead in the count.
Ashby, 27 years old, and he was drafted in the 4th round back in 2018. Two down, nobody on. Fights it off. He'll see another. The 1-2.
Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears he's ready to move on to the next pitch.
Here comes a 3-2. And that one off the inside edge. You walked him.
Didn't miss by much right there. Just couldn't get the call off the inside corner.
2 outs, runner at first. Ian Happ now at the plate. Now a bullet to second base, but he's got it to end the inning. Cubs lead 1. Can't chip away at an 8-3 deficit. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Bobby Milner.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a post game.
Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. That's strike 2. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And there's one away. Jackson Chourio up now for the Brewers. Next offering, pop foul off to the right out of play. And that one ripped to left, and there's a hit. And that's a 1-out single. Next to hit, Bryce Terang. Here's the pitch. Runner on the go. There's a ball. And that's a stolen base. Not even close. That's 20 stolen bases for him this season. And it's second. Brown's one to short. That's a base hit. Brown's third, headed for the plate. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single, and it's 9-3. Andrew Vaughn will hit next. Terang stands at first with 1 out. Runner on the go. Pitch is low. Save at second, and that was not close. And that extends his lead for the most stolen bases in baseball. Pickoff throw. Turang dives back in safely. Runner goes again. Throw to third. Save.
They're merciless. I'd say a questionable decision to steal third right there with a big lead. Probably won't be received well in the other dugout.
Pitch misses. 3-1.
He's getting a little frustrated out there on the mound, getting hit around a little bit. Let's see if he can settle himself down.
That one is absolutely belted. Way back there. And that's a foul ball. One away with a runner at third. Here in the bottom half of the 8th inning. Now this is a rocket to left. Can't get there. Should be extra bases. In comes the run from third. Now a relay to second. Safe. And that's his third hit.
Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity. Right on top of it.
Jake Bauers, the next to hit. That one fouled off. Runner at second here, one gone. Swing and a miss. No balls, 2 strikes. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Well executed pitch on the outside part of the plate.
Here comes Craig Counsell, and we're going to see a pitching change. Colby Milner is done. We'll be back. New pitcher in the game for the Cubs, Shelby Miller.
Well, he's been a bit of a wild card out there in terms of throwing strikes. He's definitely struggled with free passes this year.
And Gary Sanchez at the plate. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. And that is that. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. Now it's the right fielder, Seiya Suzuki. 0 for 3 in this one. And first offering is fouled off. Right through there for a strike.
Well, that's really the money spot. Down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
And it finds its way through for a hit. And the leadoff man aboard. Pete Crow Armstrong getting ready to hit.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2. Back-to-back breaking pitches away, you get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher is afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So
off-balance speed, there's one. On to first, save. So they get one, but a really nice try there. 1 out man at first. Dansby Swanson stands in. Swing and a ground ball, and it goes just foul. Pop foul out of play off to the right. That's to third. Hamilton. Over to Turang. 1. And it's a double play to end the ball game.
After 4 wins in a row, you start to think a little bit that you're on a roll, and that's the momentum. It just takes on a life of its own. Players start hitting up and down the lineup. You never know who's going to come up with the big hit, who's going to come out of the bullpen and get the big outs, but it's a good feeling, and you want to extend it.
Live from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Today, the finale of this three-game weekend set. It's the Chicago Cubs and the Milwaukee Brewers. John Shambi alongside Chris Singleton. Well, Singy, as we come into this one, it's all about the sweep.
Yeah, and anytime there's a chance for the Brooms to come out, the pressure is definitely on. We'll see if they can find a way to salvage at least one in this series.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. And on the hill in this one, Robert Gasser. Singy, he's been outstanding and should be fun to watch.
Well, when you have a guy that can limit the opponent to very little run production, you have a great chance to win a ball game when he takes the mound. He's just having an outstanding season so far. You hope he can maintain it, because if he can, he'll be in a nice conversation at the end of the year.
In the air, out towards right center. Perkins on his way over. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. One pitch and one out. Time now for the Chicago Cubs lineup. A guy who's been huge for them over the last month plus, Ian Happ.
Well, he's one of the best on-base guys in the league right now. He just has that knack for working a lot of deep counts, and pitchers don't seem to want to challenge them too often either. Top 5 in on-base percentage in the National League.
Ian Happ in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. To third. Tosses to first. Quick start to this afternoon's action. 2 gone. Two outs. Base is empty. And now the veteran third baseman, Alex Bregman. Bregman. So he gets on base and keeps it going. Now the Cubs 4-hole hitter, Michael Busch, went deep in the ball game last night. That one to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Now it's the Brewers' turn. It's a scoreless ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. And on the hill for the Cubs, Shota Imanaga. When it comes to limiting damage, he's been one of the best in the league. Quite a list he's a part of.
Yeah, but command and movement, that's been his formula all year. He just keeps making things happen.
You don't see hard contact, and you don't see many rallies off him either, Singy.
Yeah, it's a blueprint for dominance, and he's following it perfectly. He's as consistent as any pitcher in the league. Total gamer.
Jackson Chourio, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one.
goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there on the mound.
Inside. They're now 3-1. In the air, right field. And there's one down. Let's take a look at the Brewers lineup. A very athletic offensive group with speed spread throughout this offense.
Yeah, and it's so important that they have patient and quality at bats, because the key is to get on base. If they do that, then they can create a whole lot of havoc on the base paths, get runners around the score, and then that's going to get you some good pitches to hit as well. So a very athletic team, and we should be in for a treat in this one.
It's not the standard approach that we see in today's game, but it does work for them offensively. Terang with another scorching run of play lately.
We've gotten used to seeing him put together impressive stretches throughout his career, Boog. When he's going like he is right now, it's really fun to watch him.
Swings through that one for strike 2. Waves at the bender for the strikeout.
Oh, that's a curveball that I'm sure he wants back at the plate. 2 strikes, sort of pitch you're hoping for. A bit of a mistake, and I'd say in a very hittable location, but clearly the break was enough to get him to swing through it.
And now it's William Contreras. First pitch swinging. Two down, nobody on. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Two now. That one almost got him. And a payoff pitch. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Tied him up on a fastball inside. Back at the ballpark where we're on sweep alert, Siggy. We came on the air talking about that, and so far neither team is backing down.
Nobody wants to be on the wrong end of a sweep. For one team, it's about making a statement, and for the other, it's about salvaging respect.
Slice the other way. That's a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
Nico Horner will come up to hit. Throw, and they got him.
Well, this is a real momentum killer after the leadoff single. Tried to steal second base on the first pitch. Defense was all over it. Nicely done from behind the plate with the catch and throw. And a quick tag before he reaches the base.
Here's a 1-1. That one in there across the letter. Chorio has a beat on it. And there's 2 down. Here's the center fielder, Pete Crow Armstrong. No score here in the second. Right through there for a strike. Gasser, 26 years old, and he was a second-round pick in 2021. Rips that one center field, and that is that. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Back here at American Family Field. Bottom half of inning number 2. Andrew Vaughn up now for the Brewers. And that is out of play. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. That one in the dirt, and it's 1-2.
He's trying to stay down in the zone, but the hitter just will not chase. Now back in a 2-2 count, he's going to have to go to something else to get him out.
The 2-2. Up the middle, corner. Leadoff man retired here in the second. Gary Sanchez at the plate. Falling behind 2-1. Fought off foul. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. That K is his 3rd of the game. Off to a strong start, Singy, as he's punched out 3 of the first 5 he's faced.
Well, he's definitely minimizing contact. He can get the swing and miss when he needs it, but he'll also keep the defense fresh behind him, allowing some balls in play as well.
Next to hit, Blake Perkins. Perkins was tearing up the base paths in his last game with 3 steals. Close, but called a ball. And it's a ball and a strike.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees, and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire strike zone.
2 down, nobody on. Out to short. In time to Bush. 3rd out, and that ends the frame. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. New inning getting started. Now the Cubs catcher, Carson Kelly. The 1-0. Right through there for a strike. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And a good start to the inning. Matt Shaw, the next to hit.
It's been a tough stretch for him at the plate. Only 2 hits over the last 5 games.
Sliced hard but foul. This one kicks away a little as he can't squeeze it. Top of the 3rd, no score. And a foul ball. Off the mark there. Ball 2. This one in the air. 1 down.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
Dansby Swanson stands in 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. Swing and a ground ball, and it goes just foul. The 0-1.
Right through there for a strike. One way to make a guy real uncomfortable at the plate is pound him inside with good velocity. They're doing that right here.
That's a base hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with one gone. Man, Siggy, he hit that ball right on the sweet spot. According to StatCast, the exit below 110 miles an hour.
Yeah, Boog. I mean, that right there is an absolute missile. And he just put a great swing on it, squared it up perfectly. Those are the ones that feel really good.
In half up to hit.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
This one in the air, center field. Brings it in. And he moves up a base. So 2 away with runners at the corners. Dangerous hitter at the plate in Alex Bregman. Just missed. Close one, doesn't get the call. 2 balls, no strikes. And another ball.
Get ready for some action here. Good RBI guy at the plate. Runners in scoring position. And the hitters count.
And that'll load the bases.
He did not take the bat off his shoulder the entire at bat.
Bush in the box now. Takes strike 1.
Well, the key to his success is getting ahead early in the count. He cannot afford to go deep in the counts. Doesn't have a ton of swing and miss stuff. So he's gone.
Takes it himself as they escape the bases loaded jam. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Flares it into the outfield. Dives and makes the catch. What a play. This dive wasn't the result of a bad route, Singy. The only reason he made the play is because his route was so good.
No doubt, Boog. StatCast tells the same story. I mean, he got to his spot as quickly as you can possibly get there, and he had to in order to have a chance at that diving play. Just special.
Now here is number 87, and that's off the inside edge, and that is ball 1. Next offering is downstairs. And that one off the inside edge. You walked him. Runner on at first with one gone. Now the third baseman, Joey Ortiz. Good defender. He's been inconsistent offensively. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with one gone.
Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the bucket.
Back to the top of the Milwaukee order. Jackson Chourio will hit next. He's 0 for 1. Up and in. Ball one.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
Splits the plate. That is strike two. The Brewers looking to strike first here in the third and final game of the series. In there. Got him looking for the K. And that's 4 strikeouts. This is Bryce Terang. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. And fouled off. Up the middle. What a stop. Throw to second. What a play. Inning over. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and 2 are left. On to inning number 4. No score. Thanks for tuning in. Sweep warning, Singy. Sweep warning.
Not so fast, though. Seeing quite the battle so far. It's always toughest to close out a series because pride kicks in on the other side.
On the ground, right side. Gets it to first. 1 pitch and 1 out. So here's Horner now. Fly to left his first time. That one ripped. Drops for a hit. He couldn't run it down. And he's into second base with 1 away as the go-ahead run.
Got a good pitch to drive, stayed short with his back path to the ball and caught it out front, and he stayed long in his follow-through. That's how you split.
He's trying for third, pitching for a strike, no throw, safe at third. It's a stolen base. And the go-ahead run is now only 90 feet away. Lifted in the air, out to left. Chourio in and to his right. 2 down. Pretty good job on the mound in this one, Siggy. It feels like we've seen a lot of off-balance swings.
Yeah, just 1 free pass, and obviously he's not a big strikeout guy, but he gets soft contact and he gets outs.
Kelly up to bat next, lays off for a ball. The next offering misses, and it's 3-0.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if they'll walk you.
And ball 4, 2 aboard. So up next for Chicago, Matt Shaw. He's 0 for 1. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Now the 0-1. The Cubs with a chance to score first. Top half of inning number 4.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Swings through that high fastball. Stays alive. That one just misses. Full count out. corner. The runner at third. Kelly at first. 2 out of the inning. He fouls it off. Will do it again. That ball is foul, and the pressure is building. Fights it off. You'll see another. Two on, 2 outs. Swing and a drive. Deep left field. Carrying well. And gone! A 3-run homer. His 7th home run of the season. The Cubs strike first. It's 3-0.
The one thing the pitcher didn't want to happen just happened. That's not an easy one to stomach. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit. Spent on some other pitches in this at bat. Was very patient, and it paid off.
So 2 down. Dansby Swanson digs in now. 1 for 2. Yeah, that's in for a strike. 0-1. Liner, bait. And here comes the Brewers manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. New arm out of the bullpen, Chad Patrick.
Well, they didn't get much length out of their starter in this one, so they've got a lot of outs to eat up in that bullpen. I think they'll look for some length out of him right here if they can get it.
Hit hard, base hit. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs. And in this critical spot, up steps Alex Bregman. Right through there for a strike. Yeah, that's fouled off. Now a pop-up on the infield. Terrain. And that's the 3rd out. So the Cubs get 3 on this blast. It's now 3-0. It's an NL Central showdown right here on MLB The Show. Welcome back, and take a look at some hot hitting in this series as we check out the numbers.
He's been pitching well, but we'll see what kind of adjustment the hitters make this second time through the order. We'll know if he's got really good stuff in this one or not.
Just missed. All right, Chris, when you talk about great logos, the Milwaukee Brewers, the M and the B that form a glove, not everyone even realizes that it's an M and a B with that glove. They started using it in 1978 and have been using it a lot more recently. It's a great logo, Chris.
Yeah, Boog, I remember as a kid, my brother had that ball cap, and I would just kind of borrow it. Some would say steal it, but it was just such a cool-looking logo. I had no idea until years later that that's what was hidden on the inside of it, that M and that B, but very, very cool.
If you're playing right now, tweet out, I was this many days old when I found out the Brewers glove logo is an M and a B. Hashtag MLB The Show. Because I guarantee you there are people playing right now that had no idea there was an M and a B in that logo.
That's a great point.
I think it's one of the best all time. An art student at UW-Eau Claire created it. It is super creative, and I think one of the better logos we have in the sport. Misses the zone for a ball. That was the sweeper. Hit on the ground to short. A sliding stop at short to first. And very nicely done for the out.
Just so impressed with the movement on that play. Footwork was excellent. The arm strength was there. And, of course, the most important part was getting the out.
Sanchez batting for the second time, and that's strike one. That one close, ruled a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. Just missed.
Here's an opportunity to do some damage and perhaps unlock this offense. 3-1 count. Be ready to turn on a fastball.
Two down, nobody on. We're here at the bottom of the 4th. Goes down looking. Brewers go down. Back here in Milwaukee. So now it's the Cubs hitter in the 4-hole, Michael Busch. And there's a foul ball. And Chris, his home run numbers this season are good enough to rank him in the top 10 in the league. Patrick, in his second season, he throws a cutter, a sinker, a 4-seamer, a changeup, and he works in a slider. Out towards right center field. Freeland should have this one. 1 away. And now the right fielder, Seiya Suzuki. On the ground. And foul ball. Next one misses. Ball 3.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike. But so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone. And the last 2 pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
That's out number 2. Here's Nico Horner. In the air, left field. Chourio gets under it, stretches out and hauls it in. Nothing happening there for the Cubs, but they lead it 3-0. Back here at American Family Field, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Blake Perkins up now for the Brewers.
Well, these Brewers, from what we've seen, I think it's fair to wonder if they've been too patient at the plate. They found themselves behind in the count quite a bit. They're trying to be patient, but it's mostly resulting in outs, not base runners. And you could argue it's making things more difficult at the plate.
Next offering in there for a strike. That's strike 2. Hard hit to third. Bregman to first. And the leadoff hitter retired in the 5th. Now it's the right fielder, Sal Freeland.
And remember, he was absolutely robbed of a base hit last time up. Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus. But they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Line drive, that's a base hit out of the left center field. So a man aboard now with one away.
Dominant performance for him today, Boo. Just 2 hits allowed so far, no runs across either, and he's had an answer for just about every hitter he's faced. So I don't think this hit is going to knock him off his stride too much.
Here's the shortstop at the plate. Runner on the go, pitching for a strike. Throw to second, and great
Call. Now all it takes is perhaps a single to put a run on the board.
So runner at second, 2 down. Joey Ortiz up now for the Brewers. Picked up a base hit to center his first time up. And he swings and misses at the initial offering. Runner at second, 2 down. Last half of inning number 5. And that gets the inside corner for a strike. Ortiz wants another look at the called strike. It's a challenge. Barely a hair out of his zone, but it was a ball. Still 2 challenges left for them. The 1-1. Right through there for a strike. Freeland on at second with 2 down. Out to short. Swanson gets him easily, ends the inning. He continues to roll on the mound as 5 shutout innings are in the books. You're watching Brewers baseball on The Show Wisconsin. Back at the ballpark, let's take a look at some of the moments that stand out to us. And now Pete Crow Armstrong. Yo, 1. That one missed. Hit hard but foul off to the left. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Got him out on the front foot. Couldn't keep the hands back long enough and played right into the hands of the pitcher.
And now the batter is Carson Kelly, having more success against left-handed pitching this season, as might be expected. Throws to first in time. 2 quick outs to open the top of the 6th. And up next for Chicago, Matt Shaw. He really made his presence felt back in the 4th inning of this one, Singy.
Absolutely. 3-run blast and a shot of energy for his teammates. Everyone in that dugout was pretty. Sold it really well with the arm speed. Swung underneath it. So a changeup that stayed a little bit more on plane than what he was anticipating.
And a bunt towards third. And that's just foul. 2 down, nobody on.
Really good slider. He's up there just hoping that it ends up off the plate away.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Makes the sliding stop. Throw to first. It's there, and that's a great play. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs, but they lead at 3-0. Bottom of the 6th inning. Here's the leadoff man for the Brewers, Jackson Chourio.
Some hitters are just more confident they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
This one's smoked on its way out of here. Home run number 10 on the year, and they cut into the lead. It's 3-1. That adds another game to his hitting streak, Chris.
Yeah, he's been doing so many things well at the plate and clearly driving the ball with some authority as part of that. He's really dangerous with the bat in his hands right now. Oh, that was down the jet stream on a line drive. You saw the numbers on the backs of the jerseys of the outfielders, which is usually bad news. And all of a sudden, they're back in this ballgame.
Here comes Brett Counsell, and we're going to see a pitching change. Shota Imanaga, done for the afternoon. Gave him a good effort as he exits with a lead. And we'll have a new pitcher when we come back. Kobe Milner takes over on the mound.
Well, he's been hit pretty hard at times this season, as you see with the big ERA. So this is an important outing for him to get on the right track.
Bryce Terang now at the plate. Maybe expecting a bunt here. Third baseman playing in on the edge of the grass. Close, but called a ball. Ball one. Catcher challenge. Will take another look. It just shaved the zone. They'll keep both their challenges. And that's in there at the knees for a strike.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
On the ground right side, and that chance handled. Whips it to first. There to beat him by an eyelash. Siggy, it was close. Looks like they want a second to review it and possibly challenge the call if they think he beat the throw.
Yeah, they might challenge it just to kind of roll the dice, you know, Boog, and perhaps maybe they see something.
Next to hit, William Contreras. There's the strike.
Just missed with that backdoor breaking ball. If he gets a swing and miss or called strike, 0-2 count. Instead, it's 1-1. Look for him to go back-to-back pitch later in this at-bat.
Challenge from behind the dish here.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away, you get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
That one in for a strike, 2-2. One out, base is empty, and a run in here in the bottom of the 6th. Went with the sweeper, but it misses. And a base hit to the right. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate. One out, man at first. Next for Milwaukee, Andrew Vaughn has grounded out a couple of times. Ground ball right side, could be 2. One at second. On to Bush. It's a double play. But the Brewers get one back on the solo home run. It's now a 3-1 ball game. It's an NL Central showdown right here on MLB The Show. We go to the top of the 7th. Here's the Cubs leadoff man, Dansby Swanson.
It's amazing to look up and see 88 miles per hour on that changeup. Back in the day, that was a pretty good fastball. But with high velocities these days, that speed differential is right where it needs to be.
Check swing, but he went too far. No balls, 2 strikes. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Good job to fight that one off. And the 0-2. Hauls it in for the out. Now the number 2 hitter, Ian Happ, 1 for 3. Swing and a bouncer. Tosses to first, and 2 away to start the 7th. 2 down, base is empty. And now it's Alex Bregman. He's been a great free agent sign. There's a strike.
Late in the game, everyone gets a little tighter. Way to get ahead on a really good hitter right there.
Strike 2.
2 pretty nasty sliders to get this hitter in an 0-2 count. If you're up there at the plate, you got to look up in the zone and spin on anything that's down.
Ground ball up the middle. Oh, look at the stop. Fires to first, and that's a nice play to end the inning. Cubs are down quietly, but they still lead it 3-1. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Daniel Palencia. He last pitched 2 days ago. There's Gary Sanchez, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts.
Well, this is just par for the course these days. Huge fastballs coming out of the bullpen.
Next offering is fouled back. And 1-2.
Rarely will you see a pitcher just waste a pitch like that. The batter wasn't even tempted to swing. Every pitch needs to have a purpose so that it can set up a following pitch to help you get that out. Well, triple digits on the gun. I know there are more pitchers that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch.
And a foul ball, he stays alive.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his back down just enough to make contact with that pitch, keep the at-bat alive.
Two now. Got him. One gone here.
And there's another strikeout, and those are just continuing to pile up. His confidence level has got to be dropping. He's got to find a way to make an adjustment, Booth, get back on track. His team needs him.
Blake Perkins, the next to hit. He's grounded out a couple of times. And that's way high. And that's ball 1. The Brewers down by a pair here at the bottom of the 7th. And that one fouled off.
Well, he got challenged with a good fastball right there. Just couldn't catch up.
1-1 now. That one in triple digits.
It's been tough for the offense so far, but you can't get frustrated. You got to find a way to shake it off, go up there and relax. That's the only way you're going to be able to put runs up on the board.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Very strong coming out of the pen so far as he punches out the first 2 batters he's faced in this one, getting straight to work. Man, it's talked about a lot, but relievers are just so electric these days. These aren't fun at bats if you're a hitter. I'm so glad I'm retired.
Freeland stands in here, leaves that one off the inside. In the air, left field. Reaching for it, makes the catch. Gone in order are the Brewers, and it remains a 3-1 ball game. Ready to begin the 8th. Now the Cubs 4-hole hitter, Michael Busch. And a foul ball. The 0-1. And that one fouled off. In the air to left center. Perkins turns to the right on the move. And there's one down. Seiya Suzuki getting ready to hit. Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Chad Patrick will depart. 2-1 ball game as he heads for the dugout, and we'll be back with a new pitcher. Here comes the new arm for the Brewers, Abner Uribe.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Uribe making his 30th appearance of the year, and he was born in the Dominican Republic.
2-0 count, great hitter at the dish. If you're going to miss, you've got to miss outside the zone. You miss inside the strike zone, you'll be asking the umpire for a new baseball.
In time to Vaughn. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 8th. 2 outs, base is empty. And up next for Chicago, Nico Horner. Oh, great stop. Over to first. And they get the out. Nothing happening there for the Cubs as the lead remains. Welcome back. The sweep is still in play, but they'll need a late rally to make that happen, Singy.
This is when you find out a lot about a club's makeup, Boog. Fight, focus, and how badly they want it. Of course, I'm talking about both sides. So important to get ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run to come to the plate. Always want to keep that other team in a position where if they're going to beat you, they're going to have to do it with multiple hits.
Barely a hair out of the zone, but it was a ball. Still 2 challenges left for them. And a strike right through there. That one in triple digits. Hard ground ball, base stop. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
Here's the third baseman, Joey Ortiz. And that gets the top of the zone for a strike.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
Tying run at the plate. And the count 1-2. Got him swinging. It's a strikeout.
With that kind of velocity, an elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
Chorio at the plate now, and that's strike 1. The tying run at the plate. That's a strike across the top of the zone.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to as far as just a late swing.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out on a slider, and there's 2 gone.
Oh, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up.
So they bring on their closer in the 8th, Phil Maton.
He doesn't get a lot of strikeouts compared to other relievers, so he relies on getting that soft contact and the defense doing work behind him. They'll have to be on their toes with him on the bump.
Next for the Brewers, Bryce Terang. 0 for 3 in this one.
Well, this looks like it's going to be a wasted opportunity. It's frustrating when you get the leadoff man on, but you can't get him into scoring position. They're going to need a big knock. Got to put something up on the board.
Check swing. He held up. And the count even 1-1. Now there's a bullet down the line. Fair ball. Around second, on his way to third. Headed to the plate. And now they trail by 1.
Well, back within 1 as he brings home the run. Really important at bat coming up now.
Next for Milwaukee, William Contreras. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. Mayton checks the runner. Turan back on a dive.
Well, Boogie, through that base runner at second base, you want to be quiet out there. Not bouncing around, not distracting your teammate, the hitter. Make sure that he can clearly focus on that pitcher and that release point.
So the tying run is second. And now 1-2.
Well, that's kind of what you expect in an 0-2 count. Excellent job of the hitter to have the plate discipline to blow off of that pitch.
That's a strikeout. Woody Keller says he won a round. Brewers pick up a run on this RBI double. It's now a 3-2 ball game. It's an NL Central showdown right here.